Random Rick Reviews.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to show a board game that me and my son played recently. I really enjoyed it. It's family friendly. It's called Dragon Race. It's hard to see here with the green screen, so I'm going to cut it off so you can see the box art, which is very nice. So, green screen, you still get to see this very nice art. This game is very well made. Components are very nice. Here's the back. You have some cards, your board here, your dragons. Again, very nice art. I'm going to open it up, tell you how it plays, show you how to play it, in fact, and let's check it out. Alright, let's unbox it here. Again, very nice box, very nice components, very large board. Here we're going to fold out. Let's grab our stuff. So we've popped everything out already. So you have a story here, short instruction booklet, everything you need to know, and then each of your dragons that you want to race have a reference card with a story on each dragon, and on the back it's going to show you what everything does. 3 of a kind, that you move to the next watering hole, what these cards do, the halts, so all these things. So thievery, how that works. So you have the green dragon, Oscar, you have Indigo, you have Harley and Rosie, and Ginger and Fiego. I guess I should have said the dragons' names. Quasar and King. You know, it's a very large board. And on the back, they put all the dragons. So I like when you do this. This is very cool. So it's a great dragon race here. It has each character and their dragon. So you can see, very nice artwork. Very well made. Alright, with the board laid out here, we will grab our dragons. We have Oscar and Indigo. They go onto the start space here. There's very big circles, so you fit in very well. So start your turn. Each player is going to get 4 cards dealt to them. And in the beginning of every turn, you draw back up to 5. So this will be their hand over here. This is our hand. So if we're going first, we will draw a card immediately. So we're up to 5 cards in hand. So you can play any of these cards to move that number of spaces. So 3, 2, 5, 1. Now if you share a symbol, so here on your dragon, it is also on your card. Right there. So if you play a card that shares a symbol with your dragon and dragon rider, so I play a 3, so I get to go 3, 1, 2, 3. Because I share a symbol, I can play another card from my hand. Which never hurts you because you're always going to draw it back up to 5. So I went 3, now I can play this 5 and go 5 more. Right? All right. So that's how that works. You would discard. The next person would go, you would go however many, draw back up, it comes back to your turn, you would draw back up to 5, so I would draw 2. So here's a special card. So let's go over special cards. So the special cards are pretty much, take that card, you have bolts. All players, including you, move back 5 spaces. All players move back 3 spaces, even you. So these are really cheap. Updraft. Pass the player immediately ahead, take the space in front of them. So someone could be all the way at the finish. You can play this card, and you could be at the finish. So that's a really powerful card. Tornado, move ahead 6 spaces or send the player back to the previous watering hole. So the watering hole are these big circles here. So there is one, we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And when you're on a watering hole, you're immune to effects from these cards and thievery. So if someone tries to play this, what you want to do, you want to get to a watering hole and then play this, fly away. So all players move back, but you're immune. So if they're here, they will move back, you will stay here, you'll be fine. So updraft, we saw what that did. Tornado, we saw what that did. You catch a breeze, it provides burst of speed proceed to the next watering hole. So this is also very good. So if you're already in a watering hole, you will automatically get to go to the next one. It's up here. So a very good card to get you towards the end quick. Of course, it's just a race to the finish. And then there are halt cards. So the halt cards stop any action whatsoever. So you also can move the number. So say you're like 2 away from finish, you can play the halt card and just move 2. Now, if someone plays this and they're going to pass you and win the game, you can be, nope, that did not happen. Cancel that card. So it's played to cancel the effects of the last card played, or to prevent thievery. What thievery is when you land on the same space in this game as somebody. So thievery occurs. They will hold out their hand, and you will take one of their cards at random and discard it. So you may be able to get rid of their halts or their offensive cards, or even like a high cost 5, or you can prevent them from doing a 3 of a kind. So the last kind of rule or mechanic in the game is the 3 of a kind. So if you play 3 of a kind, the nice thing is it's all referenced on the back of all these cards. So use number of cards to move forward, 3 of a kind, to skip to the next watering hole. So again, the watering holes are the safe zones. You would play these as 3 of a kind. Instead of moving 6, if you're here, you're going to move all the way to the next watering hole, and you're safe from attacks, which is nice. And then you're able to play your own attacks as well. So now if you're on the watering hole and you play an attack on somebody, they can still play a halt card to stop it. So if they're out here and you try to tornado them, they can still halt it. So it cancels any card. Even like if you don't want them to go 5 spaces to win the game, you can halt it. They don't go. So some strategy on when you want to use your halt cards. Once you get here, the only other really different thing is these arrows here are shortcuts. So if you land directly on an arrow on your next turn, instead of going up this way, you would just skip here. So same thing in the shortcut of the fire over here. So if you land on the arrow, you can take the shortcut. You can halt shortcuts though. So, so once you play their card to try to move, you would just play your halt card, where to go, and stop them. So that's how the game pretty much works. You race around, playing your cards best you can to stop your other player or get you to the finish here. You can go over a number. You always have to go the number that you played. So if you play 4, you have to go 4. You can't just like, I'll just stop here. You have to go all the way. Your complete card number. Except for the finish, you can overshoot. Doesn't matter. Whoever gets there first is the winner. These here, so you have on the board, so the balls and the ballistas, or the bolts, I'm sorry, the bolts. So if you land on these, you lose a card. So it's not super, it doesn't hurt too much, but it can. So, because you always have 5 cards in hand, but it could get rid of like that 5 to get you there. It could get rid of like your halt card, and they could send you back. So you do want to be aware of these things. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So you really got to be aware of landing on those, because if you do, you lose a card each time. So that is the Great Dragon Race. We played it twice. It was pretty enjoyable, pretty quick. It says 25 to 45 minutes. I think that's just due to how many players. So that sounds about right. It's easy to learn. As you can see, it's not a whole lot going on, but it introduces hand management, some counting, some special abilities with your icons here, a nice 3 of a kind rule, some pretty mean take that's, but there's a way to like strategize and like, I'll stay here or I'll use it when I'm in the watering hole. Thievery, which is kind of interesting, and some hazards along the way. So, and it shows the watering holes on the side of the card as well. So if you need to match them up, so the pyramid, the bridge, so on and so on. I enjoyed this game. I picked it up, I think, for under $10 at a thrift store. It was complete, which is always nice. And like I said, very well made. Not a whole lot of strategy, aimed for families, quick play, but you can learn some mechanics. And I still enjoyed playing the game. You know, I wasn't like board where it's just roll and move and you just kind of roll and move. There's stuff to do. There's cards to play, abilities, the 3 of a kind. The halts are fun. to take that. It can be a little crazy if you just try to get to the updraft and like try to win the game. So some crazy stuff can happen, and the halt cards kind of mitigate that to an extent. So you just got to know when to play what. So a little bit of strategy, card management, what you want to do, and that is it. That is the Great Dragon Race. Thanks for watching Triple R. Have a good day or night, wherever you are. Smash that like button, hit subscribe. Thanks. Hey, thanks for watching the entire video. I do appreciate that you made it this far. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, watch all my videos, tell everyone to like and subscribe. Thanks.
Random Rick Reviews.